You girls know what I've been thinking about a lot recently? Yeah, probably, because I'm a genius. I'm gonna guess that you've been thinking about the fact that the Steven Universe end song is kind of for gay people what Creep by Radiohead is for straight white guys. What? No, I've been thinking about Hatsune Miku. Just been recognizing that she's really cool. What are you talking about? Personally, I had a lesbian awakening to Lapis. Shut up, so did everyone. Please, I want to hear Konada's thing. Look, they're both songs that Nagito from Danganronpa would sing. I always thought I might be bad, now I know that it's true. It's the same as I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, what the hell am I doing here? Except Rebecca Sugar said the first one, so it's gay. I think you give Rebecca Sugar way too much power over what isn't gay. I don't make the rules of this world, I just live in it. I guess a bisexual guy could like Creep maybe, but well, I wouldn't trust him. You spend all of your free time alone in your room playing games. I don't think this is your place to speak. Heh, autism is my superpower. Do you guys think I could make it in the alpha male podcast circuit? Now, before you answer, review the evidence. 1, I am perfect. 2, I am beautiful. 3, I am God. No, God, Konada, why do you even want to be an alpha male podcaster? Off the bat, they're not gonna like you. You're a woman. Yeah, exactly. I can combat some of the rampant misogyny in that space.
That's not really how that works, I don't think. They want to blame women for their problems no matter what you say. They can't take responsibility.
She's right, you know, Kanata. That's the thing, I'm not gonna make them take responsibility. I'm gonna tell them that there's no problem at all, that they should just stay at home all day playing video games and watching anime. And they're gonna listen to me. I mean, these guys would kill to have a cute girl tell them what to do. So if I tell them to just stay at home all day playing Dark Souls, don't go on Twitter, don't go on any forums, don't go outside, I'm gonna be doing a public good by keeping these people away from the rest of society. This is a stupid idea that wouldn't work. I am a messiah-like figure, they're gonna listen to me. Everybody listens to me. Hey Miyuki! Has anyone ever told you that you have beautiful hair?
Aw, thank you, Konada. I spend a lot of time on my hair, so that means— Oh, hold on, wait. Why are you being so nice? You better not be dying or something. I don't want to hear that this is because of a cancer diagnosis.
No, nothing like that. You know how samurai used to just kill random people when they got a new blade to test it out?
No, that sounds made up. And I don't see how that could be related, but go on.
Yeah, well, I'm like a modern-day samurai, and compliments are like my blade. It's a new technique I'm calling love maxing. You just go up to people and compliment them or say something nice. Never see it coming.
I don't really see how those are comparable. I mean, one kills someone, the other one's just nice.
You just don't understand love maxing. Trust me, this is gonna catch on like crazy. Then you're gonna wish it never started.
Yeah, I have my doubts, but whatever makes you nice.
If it was the Sengoku period right now, you would be dead, Konada. Lucky for you, I'm practicing love maxing.
Okay, did everybody know this samurai thing except for me? What is going on?
Jesus Christ, Miyuki, you're Japanese. Act like it. Either start learning samurai history and love maxing or start hating foreigners. Those are the only two paths for us. Oh my god, you're making love maxing so lame right now. Musashi wouldn't even recognize the connection to what you're doing. God, at this point, I'm just gonna go back to being a hater. Marvel Rivals, more like Squirrel Girl greased up, bouncing on it with force and passion. Nipples clamped, butt plug in, 4K Ultra HD. Ew! Konada, can you please just once enjoy a game without being gross about it? I mean, God, they're reducing girls like us to sex objects just for male gratification so they can sell some overpriced skins. Well, we all know that Andrea Dworkin is my hero, as has been well and clearly established by this point, and she would definitely have some words about this type of thing.
What's an Andrea Dworkin?
But on the other hand, Venom off the honey pack, self-penetrating with all those tentacles. Yeah, this is not a situation where also doing it to men makes it better. It just reinforces that this is really bad. Just reinforces that it's really bad. Look, at least I'm not falling for the fucking gamer virgin bait that is Luna Snow. So let me have a little bit of fun in this life, okay?
Happy Pride Month, everyone! Let's assemble a trained superheroes: Superman, Batman, Captain America, the White Green Lantern, the Black Green Lantern, Hellboy, Hawkeye, Hulk.
These are just
to clarify, I mean they're both gay and trans at the same time.
Shut up, bitch!
At the same time!
I don't want us to get sued.
Remember, all of your favorites are trans. Even SpongeBob had bottom surgery, and he loves it.
Yeah, your favorites could also be cis, though. If that's what they are in the canon and you like that, then there's nothing wrong with that. Huh? Look, I get it, you hate gay people. Just call them the fucking slur at this point, you know? It'd be a lot more courageous of you than this little, see, progressive, everybody's happy thing you're going for right now.
No, I'm not homophobic, I promise. I don't want us to get in trouble, you know?
Right. You don't want to say it at all, right? You don't feel it tickling your tongue. Ooh, look at this gay person. Ooh, what do I want to call them? I want to call them a fast something. You know what you want to say. At Stonewall, they should have been throwing the bricks at you.
I'm trying to figure out if the best way to get people to stop doing things that I don't like is to call them Reddit, millennial, or just cringe.
Or, you know, you could just let people do things even if you don't personally like them. You could try that for a change, too. Ooh, I kinda like that one. Maybe we should do that.
Wow, that's so millennial of you. Look, if I don't personally like something, that's my prerogative. If the other person has a weak Reddit mentality, and my opinion stops them from doing something they enjoy, that's their problem. Plus, I'm just using these words as adjectives. If the other person thinks that Reddit users are bad or millennials are bad, that's on them. And I mean, cringe is base now, so even that one's on them.
Can you ever just take accountability for the words you say? I mean, the intent behind the words you say? Why do you always have to pretend? It's very millennial of you.
No weapon forged against me shall prosper. You realize I can do whatever I want and people will still like me, right? I'm different than you. It brings me no joy, but I can talk about all my Reddit gold and karma, or talk about adulting and doing a thing, and people will still pay attention to me. I don't do that because I don't hate myself, but I could, and you would suffer from it far more than I would because you couldn't last a second of me acting like that.
You know what? Alright, I'll just accept your point on this one.
You girls better have been saying your prayers for the Pope these past few nights.
Oh, Konata, that is such a sweet sentiment. I had no idea you were religious, never mind Catholic.
What? No, I see. Look, I'm not particularly anything, it's just that I'm Irish, so. The Catholicism is in my blood. It's like HIV, I got it because my parents had it, and no matter how hard I try, it can't really go away. It can just become undetectable.
Shut up, your ass is not Irish, you're Japanese. And even if you were Irish, that's extremely offensive, I'm sure.
No, I've always been Irish, you just don't ask about me. Just only ever comes up when I'm celebrating something bad happening to British people, or mourning something bad happening to the Catholic Church. It just so happens that everyone hates British people, so you didn't find the first one weird.
No, Konata, stop! You cannot reduce an entire culture down to just these stereotypes like this.
No, see, that's the crazy thing. In this case, you actually can. In fact, that's how everyone can tell that you're not Irish, because you think that you can't. I guess if you want to throw potatoes, alcoholism, and violence in there, you can, but those ones will make you look like a bigot. He was just a kid, and now he's dead. There's no justice in this cruel world.
I know who you're talking about, but that sounds really sad. I'm sorry for your loss, Konata.
Duh? I'm talking about the Pope. No one else who matters has died recently. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, amen.
Oh, right, I forgot you had a weird thing with that guy.
Konata, come on! He was 88 years old and extremely ill just like a month ago. He was not just a kid. Everyone knew he was gonna die.
First off, youth is just a state of mind. You're only as old as you feel. Secondly, we're all children in the eyes of God.
Okay, those are lovely sentiments. But come on, an 88-year-old man dying, that is not just a kid. You don't get to just a kid that one.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous. Look, when your funeral comes, you'll get your flowers. Don't worry. I don't know if all the people gathered there are gonna want to hear about how crazy good you were at eating box, but gotta put some respect on that, you know?
They better get to work on the immortality technology, because I am not going to have you telling people we had sex when I'm not around to stop it. I'm sorry, you've been doing what?
Okay, calm down. I'm just doing a capitalism. I noticed the gap in the market, so I'm filling it. That's called satisfying demand. Imagine, you want some Ozempic even though you're a perfectly healthy weight, but you deserve it, right? But there's none for you. Konata to the rescue. I give people a little bit of meth and tell them it's Ozempic.
No, that's wrong. You can't take advantage of people with body image issues, especially with meth.
Correction. I'm not taking advantage of anyone. They have these issues because of society. They want this with or without me.
Stop.
Yep, I'm doing a good deed. They want to lose weight, I'm helping them do just that.
With methamphetamines. Well, that's not taking advantage of their body image issues, though. I'm just giving them a meth addiction and then taking advantage of that in the future. But that's a totally different thing. And honestly, if they take the meth thinking it's Ozempic, that's kind of on them. I mean, I'm lying, but they have Google.
You are not gonna talk your way out of this one with me. I mean, where are you even getting the meth?
And so I told her, no more farting when Daddy isn't around. Those toxic bombs deserve a whiff by a connoisseur.
Hey, man, look, I don't mean to kink shame or anything, but why are you telling me all this?
We're partners. We're in the same circle. To be able to make the finest doujinshi possible, we have to understand each other inside and out. You should be able to tell me by my smell from across the room. And I know you from your little squeakers you think nobody else hears.
Hey there, boys. Oh God, I hope she did not hear what we were just talking about.
Oh man. Maybe we should have put more fart stuff in there.
I don't think there was enough fart stuff in there.
She's gonna hate it.
So did you like it?
We really put her all into this, so it would help a lot if you bought it, you know.
Not enough farts. Alright, good try though, guys. Maybe next time. We may not think about it too much, but cars are as much a weapon for domestic terrorism as a means of transportation at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess. Not really sure why you're mentioning that to me while I'm driving.
Oh, I think you know why I'm telling you right now while you're driving. We need to make a detour to Washington, D.C.
I don't like having you in my car anymore.
Oh my God, it's Elon Musk! Crash the car now! Peter Thiel and JD Vance tongue kissing, drag the car into them!
Now, don't you think there's something that you should say to the nice people watching at home?
Don't do domestic terrorism with your car, even if you're a Japanese woman and they wouldn't expect it. But also, just speaking hypothetically for a moment now, you should probably do something, right? Like, you don't have to drive your car into a crowd of people, you don't have to get anyone hurt necessarily, but we should do something, right?
Konata, stop. This is where we're gonna get in trouble. Seriously.
I think it's time we institute the death penalty for people who vape in public places like restaurants and movie theaters. Not because I personally mind that much, I don't. But for their sake. I mean, if you can't go 5 seconds without hitting the Benjamin, I don't really think things are gonna get better for you.
So you think that people should be killed just because they have an addiction? That's disgusting!
No, I think they should be killed because they have a really lame addiction, like pretty much the lamest one possible. Which would be okay in isolation, but they choose to be so insufferable about it, it's crazy. They'll deadass try to gaslight you into thinking that you're wrong for not wanting them smoking next to you in a public place.
Oi bruv, it's just a bit of vapor and it smells like Starburst, what do you care?
Like, come on. Real smoking at least looks cool, and those people have known they're a nuisance for decades.
I think that if people can vape in movie theaters and restaurants, they should also be allowed to shoot heroin in there. It's a way more serious addiction and the withdrawals are so bad.
Exactly, vaping actually impacts me and it's a socially acceptable addiction. Meanwhile, we treat people with addictions that I don't actually get affected by at all like they're disgusting freaks. Seems pretty backwards to me. Well, if it isn't my American friend Patricia, girls. You know Patricia, she's my friend and also American, so patty cake, baker's man. Tell me how you're doing as fast as you can.
Oh, Konata-chan, you know me. I am just finishing up daily meal of frozen red 40, which has then been deep fried, and drinking unpasteurized milk with tuberculosis. Konata, if she's American, why does she sound like that?
Whoa, hate crime alert, Patricia's just from Utah, so she's got a little bit of a Mormon twang to her voice. Can't say I'm surprised that you don't know anything about that, though.
Precisely, Joseph Smith Daisuke. I don't know, something here is just not adding up. Yore daze, stupid purple girl. You have been vaccinated to autism and now cannot understand American English.
Yup, that checks out. Classic Japanese affliction.
Konata, are you listening to her? You know this is made up. Jesus Christ, you're the only one who's been diagnosed here.
I'm a bit of what you might call a hairy pussy supremacist. For me, that shit's like the Amazon, and I'm a red howler monkey. Where am I gonna live if you cut it all down? I'll have no home.
Oh my god, Konata, would it kill you to have a normal conversation
conversation for once. I mean, Jesus, sex is not funny. You just sound like a perverted old man and you think you can get away with it because you're a girl. It is not funny. It's disgusting. Fine, look, I could be topical too. I don't even think what I'm talking about is sexual, by the way, but since you're such a prude. Did you see Mike Tyson's bare ass cheeks in the pre-fight interview? Now that was really something, wasn't it?
You are just really fucking hopeless, aren't you?
No, what? Come on, that's historically significant stuff. He's a legend.
Huh?
Look, if some secret boudoir photos of Abraham Lincoln leaked where you could see his log, I think we would all be talking about it. I mean, that's important stuff, and it's the same deal with Tyson's ass cheeks.
Oh my god, at this point, just go back to talking about the pubic hair. I don't want to have this conversation with you.
Another day, another win for feminism. That's right, baby. I just keep stacking them up. Sexual liberation stays winning. No more discourse. I'm not discoursing with anyone anymore. From now on, if you disagree with me, just die. I'm not gonna kill you, but you should die.
Come on, Konata. People can change their minds. You can't be like that. I mean, you can change your mind. You might be the one who's wrong.
Oh yeah, totally. I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying no more discourse.
Okay, so I'm just not following, I guess. What do you mean by that?
No, I see the confusion. You're mixing up discourse and an argument. See, discourse either happens between you and people who broadly agree with you about stuff that's basically inconsequential right now, or between you and people who actually disagree with you but they just don't care about whatever they're arguing for. On the other hand, an argument is real.
Well, I don't think that you should want people to die because they disagree with you, but honestly, this is a good policy for you.
Oh wait, are you sure you agree with me? We could get into it a little bit more, just discursively pull this apart, perhaps?
Yep, and there's the problem. You just love fighting people way too much. I knew you couldn't quit.
Encouraging me to quit arguing, huh? Sounds a little bit anti-intellectual. Perhaps people like you are the cause of the global rise of fascism. Recently, I've been getting really into lost media. Did you know there's an ad where SpongeBob starts stroking on his nose like it's a you-know-what? That aired only one time during the 2011 Kids' Choice Awards, and now it's lost media.
If it's any relief, all media will be lost one day when the sun explodes.
Yep, I thought I heard you girls talking about lost media. Did you know there's a picture of Jimmy Carter while he's on hospice watching an episode of SpongeBob? Just think, there's a chance we might never see that.
Yeah, alright, what does a loser like you know about lost media?
I know there's a lost audio CD where you and I reconnect 20 years after you graduate high school and fall in love. Which still doesn't sound great, but it's actually handled with a surprising amount of care and is very heartfelt. And just genuinely inspiring in many ways. Unfortunately, we'll never hear it because it's lost media.
That's impossible. That can't be lost media. It's not even about SpongeBob. Plus, it actually sounds significant and interesting, instead of completely pointless. I'm not gonna let you bring down the good name of lost media with this garbage. I mean, lost media. What is the deal with all of the foot stuff in the Bible? Does this guy have a thing or what? Jesus probably does more stuff to feet than he actually performs miracles, and he's getting up in there with the feet. He's washing them, getting his fingers between the piggies. Probably got his tongue up in there too, but they don't write about that.
It's like a sign of humility, getting up there and cleaning someone's feet. Plus, I guess that happened a lot more back then. I mean, people were wearing sandals, it was sandy. Come on, people just needed to clean their feet.
Okay, what's your point? There are lots of dirty people, but I'm not personally checking everyone's ass to make sure they wipe before they come into my house, even though I probably should. Just because it was normalized doesn't mean that it wasn't also a sexual thing. Maybe everyone back then just loved feet a lot more than we did now, and they just wanted to get a little freaky with it. We're also prudish and puritanical. Maybe we just need to get back to washing each other's feet.
Why? I mean, did you really need to say this? Did you need to make Jesus have a foot fetish? Who was helped by this?
Well, in any case, when I make my cult and then I die afterwards, I need you to make sure that everybody knows I was into butts. I don't want them thinking I was a foot freak like Jesus. Oh my god, I'm crazy addicted to these horse girls, dude. I just want to see them succeed. I want to see them do their little horse dances. And what I like the most about it is that it's really close to the sport in real life. I mean, the more money you have, the better horse you get. That's just like what they actually do.
Huh? You're only playing Uma Musume now? I would have thought you were one of those people on the ground floor like 4 years ago, not waiting for it to come to PC. I suppose I should tell you about how bad it is to gamble on games though, huh?
What? No, I'm not talking about Uma Musume. I haven't played that game for 4 years. I mean, I'm like Golshi's #1 fan. I'm on that new hotness, Tamers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Horse Rancher. Yeah, right now I just keep rolling the girl horses, but I'd love to get some of that toxic horse yaoi going on. Oh, you better believe I'm gonna wail next time that Applebottom, the real main character of My Little Pony Friendship Magic, is on rotation. Having said that though, I am very proud of my stank-ass dairy. She has served me well, and smellily.
Yeah, I cannot be your friend anymore after this, I'm sorry.
Every time they talk about inflation on the news, I just think they're talking about the fetish.
Why?
Duh, because it's way funnier and less depressing than thinking it's about the economy. Plus, I suspect the guy who called it inflation to begin with probably had the fetish. I mean, that was back during struggle times. You had to take what you could get.
I'm sorry, you think that economic inflation is called inflation because the guy who named it had the fetish?
Duh, why would he choose such a specific word otherwise? I mean, come on, inflation? It barely makes sense. The money's getting less valuable, not more. Yet somehow deflation means the opposite.
You moron! The prices are the thing that's inflating, not the value of the money!
Oh yeah, I'm sure that your ass loves that. Thinking about the prices of things getting real big like a balloon about to pop, Look, it's not my thing, but I'm not kink-shaming anyone. Did you watch Willy Wonka as a kid? I hear that blueberry scene really is a lot of people's awakenings. And follow up, do you imagine the economy getting blueberryified? You know, like the value of the money's going down, the prices are a big blueberry, leaky blueberry juice,
I value our friendship, so I'm gonna hang up right now and you're never going to ask me about inflation again. Wow, Konata, you're oddly focused. What's got you so locked in?
Well, I know you all look up to me for guidance as your wise leader, and I'm trying to take that responsibility appropriately seriously now. But coming up with a funny joke about Biden's prostate cancer's been a real pain in the ass. Pause for laughs.
Konata, this isn't funny. I thought you were doing something serious. And no one wants to hear a joke about that. It's sad. I mean, really, who benefited from you saying that?
Duh, the world benefited. Laughter is the best medicine. That's why you've never seen a clown with prostate cancer. So if Biden beats this thing, let's just say we all know who to thank.
Okay, except jokes have to be funny to make people laugh.
Well, I do have another one in the chamber that's about how his doctor wife was stimulating on that thing one night, you know, for fun. And was like, wait, sweetie, I think you might have prostate cancer. But I didn't want to make you picture old man sex. Yet you forced my hand, and look where we are now. We're all thinking about it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say what we're all thinking, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. I mean, have you ever just considered keeping your thoughts to yourself? Because usually when you say we're all thinking it, nobody is thinking it.
The new Donkey Kong design looks like a pedophile. He looks like he diddles kids, and I wouldn't trust him around the little slave monkeys on Ingot Isle. And before you say anything, yes, I'm well aware that monkeys are not the Donkey Kong equivalent of children. He just also looks like he wouldn't respect the consent of the monkeys.
It's so cute how you said what you're thinking anyway after I said you shouldn't. You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking that you just don't like the new design because it's not the one that you grew up with, and now you're afraid that you're getting old. Or you just don't like change. Either way.
No, you're just putting words in my mouth. I never said I didn't like the new design. I actually really like the new design. I just said he looks like a pedophile.
If you think the design is of a child predator, why do you like it?
Jesus Christ, I never said he was a child predator. I said he looks like a pedophile. One, don't judge a book by its cover, okay? I mean, you're making lots of assumptions that are gonna hurt people if you keep thinking like that. And two, even if his appearance does match what he is, I don't think that Donkey Kong has ever or would ever harm a child. At least not in that way. Maybe he would punch them if they deserved it. Donkey Kong would definitely be getting help, okay? He would never act on those types of thoughts. Interjecting here in the middle just to say, wow, I have incredible foresight. I mean, I made that video before the Pauline stuff came out. I'm insane. On my last hour-long compilation, somebody asked, how much money did you get from me watching all of this? The answer is none. I do not make money on TikTok or YouTube. TikTok is kind of confusing and stupid why I don't. YouTube, I don't have enough people, so, you know, if you follow me on TikTok, go follow me on YouTube too, you know, okay. But if you are interested in financially supporting me, please, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi. If you're on TikTok, just go to the link tree above. If you're on YouTube, go down below. If you can't support me financially, that's, you know, no problem. Fantastic. Just enjoy the video, and if you want, you can join my Discord. It's a cool place, cool people. That's also in the link tree, and it will be in the description of this video. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest. Why are you still reading books when ChatGPT can do this for you? I just had summarized the entire works of Karl Marx using only language that could be understood by a 5-year-old in, let's just say, money bad. Don't you think that topic might have been better covered by a book, or at least a couple of Wikipedia articles?
That type of elitism is a dead giveaway that you're what Marx called the bourgeoisie.
Illiteracy isn't cute.
It kinda is when I do it though, right?
You know that there are like YouTube videos you could watch even. That would be a big improvement.
Yeah, but that takes too long, even at 2x speed.
You have watched all of One Piece from start to finish more than once.
I think I feel another rewatch coming on.
Oh my god.
Look, you're overreacting. I promise it's really not that bad. Just give me a chance to show you. See, I asked it to summarize The Godfather for me in 5 words, and it said, Clemenza's red gravy has sugar. Wow, I see why this is a classic. It's like I've watched the whole movie.
Tell it not to call sauce gravy like some type of filthy Guido.
Do you girls think we should hire a gay guy for Pride Month?
Okay, so no, but I'm pretty sure you know that. I'm just more curious. What do you mean, hire a gay guy? Hire him to do what?
You know, we just get like a really flamboyant gay guy and he hangs out with us and he's around us and now I don't really know if I can say what I wanted to say because I thought we were on the same page here and it might sound a little hate crimey if I say it now.
Just get the idea out. This is making me more concerned.
He just hangs around us and kind of queens it up.
Huh?
Well, now that you make me say it out loud, I thought we were on the same page here. Look, I get that we're like a little gay or whatever, but I thought people want some reassurance given the way things are going. People see us with them, they're like, wow, I knew that they were cool with the gays, but like they're cool with all the gays, even still. They're rocking with the real slurs. I really wanted to say it. I thought I'd be like taking it back, but the vibe is, I think I messed up. Here's the facts as I see them. Genocide is back on the menu in America, like it or not. We can't stop it, but we can direct it somewhere else.
Huh?
People are saying stuff like the total elimination of transgenderism from public life, but they should be talking about the total elimination of Frenchness from world life, you know? That'd be much better.
What did the French do?
I don't know. Their culture's just like irreparably inferior or something, I guess.
Huh? You cannot say that!
Oh, yes, I definitely can, as long as I'm talking about white people. Their proclivity for rioting and their baked goods are pretty based, but if I have to pick some group to not have on the train anymore, it's gonna be French tourists. Let's not kid ourselves here, we know I'm right.
No, Konata, you're not.
No, I am, because when I hear French tourists being loud, I just sit there and take it. If I was that loud on their trains, they would call me the N-word and then probably remove a Muslim woman's hijab for fun. Plus, the only people of color they like are imported for their football team from places they used to colonize. I'd obviously rather nobody die, but between French people and transgender people, I know which trigger I would pull.
Yeah, except nobody's making you choose. You just gave that information up willingly.
I heard a rumor from a reputable source that Mario and Luigi chiropractors will in fact be a surprise Switch 2 launch title.
Huh?
Miyamoto-san has been keeping it under pretty tight wraps since it's such a controversial title, but the fans are finally gonna get what they've been clamoring for.
What? Who's clamoring for that? Nobody wants that game! How can people be clamoring for this? No one's ever had this idea before. People want Mario and Luigi doing exciting things, not running a chiropractic clinic.
First off, it's a chiropractic clinic, not a chiropractic clinic. You sound like a moron. Please, get your alternative medicine straight. I can tell that you're just another one of those Bowser Jr. accounting snobs who's upset that your game isn't a launch title.
What are you talking about? None of these are real games. People want to see Mario and Luigi do exciting things, not all this garbage.
Wrong. First off, goes to show what you know about the exciting world of running an illicit chiropractic clinic, alright? You're gonna be dodging lawsuits left and right. Secondly, there's already all these spin-offs where they do boring stuff like play golf, but those games are awesome. You'll get your Bowser Jr. accounting, Brainiac, but us blue collars, this is what we want, okay? If you guys want me to stop zoning out when you're talking, you need to provide little recaps and incentives for me, okay? This is what I'm used to. Today, we're sucking every race's penis. Black guys, Asian guys, white guys. And at the end of the video, don't forget, we'll be giving away $10,000 in a Miami Beach vacation to whichever one of our panel judges can guess which race's cock tastes the best. Don't forget, we're blowing every race. Asian, black, white, Middle Eastern, black, white, Middle Eastern, Asian.
Jesus Christ, Konata, do you actually watch this type of stuff? I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. I'm like sweating over here.
Well, yeah, I usually have like 5 videos like that going at once. I mean, I already forgot what that one was about. Something about dogs, maybe? I don't know, I need like 3 more going at the same time, at least.
Doesn't that concern you? I mean, when was the last time you like read something or watched a movie?
Well, hold on, I'm sorry. Can you run that one by me like one more time? I was getting really distracted by these explosion effects. Is there anything more pathetic than those people who clearly attach way too much of their self-worth to how many likes their comments get? The ones who aren't even commenting clever stuff, they're just saying like,
Can we just take a second to appreciate how this guy makes videos that are funny?
well, I don't see what's so bad about comments like that, it's just a compliment. Wrong, idiot. God, you're so stupid. Look, if they thought it was funny, they would just say this is funny. The fact that they say can we all appreciate just means that they want people to suck them off. It's literally already designed so that if people agree with you, they can just like what you say or respond to it. You don't need a farm for engagement. Be like, can we all just take a second? No, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna be totally, Tina, honest with you. I think that you need to go outside more and think about puppies or something, because you shouldn't be that angry.
Listen close, Purple One Number 2. Everyone that does something I dislike online is an evil person in real life. Right now, you're basically telling me that if I saw a murder on the street, I shouldn't do anything about it. And this is just the surface. Do not even get me started on the people that post CapCut templates. You don't want to know what they do in their free time. Personally, I think all video game characters are transgender. Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong. I mean, look at it. I don't know what he is, but that's non-binary for sure. And I think as a society, we just need to start accepting that all video games characters are trans. Well, I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the craziest things you've ever fucking said. I have no idea why you would think that. Well, the way I see it is that the only people who willingly self-identify as gamers are either transgender or transphobic. So yeah, the Mario Brothers are just like the Wachowski sisters. It makes things more interesting this way. Okay, no, you cannot. You cannot do stuff like that. You cannot make characters randomly trans for no reason besides it just makes some people angry and some people happy and you think it's funny. Plus, I've heard you call yourself a gamer before, so you're just wrong. Exactly. Mario was on puberty blockers during adolescence. Has had an extremely successful transition to masculinity.
I don't know, SpongeBob.
Dude, are you still watching SpongeBob? It's been hours.
Sorry that I
think
have
your pussy's
taste.
ever
I like
gonna
to
be
see
the
what type
same
of
after
hijinks
this.
those bikini bottomers are getting into.
Yeah, it's great, except for Sandy. God, she makes me so angry. What is she doing down there? She's an underwater gentrifier, and she thinks she's better than everyone. I mean, she's from Texas. Literally, how can you be better than anyone if you're from Texas? And hey, maybe it's a bridge too far to compare a cartoon character to an active, ongoing genocide that's killed tens of thousands of people. But her little occupier tree dome, it's not gonna stop there. Let's just say we know where this ends for the sea creatures of Bikini Bottom. But knowing you, I'm sure you can overlook all of that for some freaky, perverted reason, right?
No, I mean, I'm a little curious about, you know, what it smells like when she takes that suit off after a long day underwater. You know, there's a little bit of sweaty compression on the fur around her neck from where the glass top is, and you can just tell she's got that kind of primal sexuality that you can smell on her. But no, I don't like her that much.
Yeah, sharing a drink. Could this be an opportunity for an indirect kiss?
Indirect kiss my fucking ass, dude. What type of incel loser garbage are these virgins eating up every day? God, you guys are pigs, you know that? I mean, what the hell is even so intimate about that to start with? Trust me not to have herpes, I don't, but
Just say what we're getting paid to, okay?
whatever. Are they slobbering all over their glasses like fucking dogs? I mean, do you have no friends? Have you never shared a drink with a friend before? I mean, if you're a germaphobe or got some condition or something, fine, whatever the fuck. Just take the indirect kiss W, yeah, I'll let you have it. But for the rest of you, what? I just can't share a drink without you thinking I want to fuck you? That's so sad.
But like maybe with COVID and stuff, it shows more trust now. It's kind of intimate.
Millions of people fucking died! Are you for a real loser?
But yeah, no, you are so right. In light of a global pandemic that killed millions of people, it really is a much more intimate experience. So, are you proud of the person that you are?
So the only idea I could come up with is Jimmy Neutron, but like Carl's finally about to have sex with Jimmy's mom, and whoa, what's this? She's a scary monster, scary llama monster, something like that. Is that gonna work?
No, that is not going to work for our creepypasta. I told you girls to think of new, original ideas! I do not want to be retreading the same tropes over and over again!
Oh, that's a little awkward. I mean, I guess that my story about the haunted copy of Mario Kart for the Nintendo Wii with dry Funky Kong, and he's like really realistic, like a spooky monkey skeleton, that's not a good one either, right?
Come on, you know they're all ass. I mean, if it's actually good, at that point, it's just a real short story.
God damn it, Conan, I am not gonna let you corrupt this! Come on, it's important to me, just come up with one good idea!
Okay, fine, you're right. Here's a good idea. It's called Things Fall Up a Papyrus. It's gonna be Undertale, but about the horrors of colonization. Basically, I'm envisioning the new pinnacle of slop cinema. We're gonna have Claptrap now that Borderlands is a film franchise, and everyone's favorite Marvel character, Groot. That's right, the little tree. We're gonna have Claptrap and Groot go on an adventure to find a child magician to get to the bottom of how she performed a particularly intriguing magic trick. And just maybe along the way, they run into young Sheldon, or I don't know, some babyified version of Darth Maul or something.
Please just stop, they do not need your help to make things worse.
Hey man, if the pigs want to eat at the trough, far be it from me to deny them their feed.
Wait a second, Konata, don't you play games that you hate, like, every single day? I've never heard you say a single good thing about Dota 2, but you have like 5,000 hours in that game.
Yeah, that's just because I'm an elitist, so I can't really let myself enjoy anything, but not enjoying stuff makes me smart. Meanwhile, other people's consumption of media makes them idiots. It's kind of like a cocaine versus heroin situation, you know? It's okay for me to be addicted to it, but not for them. Regardless of what I or anybody else thinks, they're just gonna keep pumping out trash anyway, so who cares? We need to start taking people who don't respect the express lane at the grocery store and just beat them to death. 10 items or less, and you just show up like it's a normal goddamn lane, like it's some type of joke, like no rules apply to you.
Hey, you know it should be 10 items or fewer, right? Like, it should not be less in that context.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Did you know what 10,000 hammers to the back of your skull feel like? Anyway, my point is that as a society, we just went wrong somewhere. Pretty much every crime that we actually punish people for is either because they're insane or like really poor. In contrast, when you show up to the express lane with 30 items, that signals to me that you're mentally weak. You can't tell a good rule from a bad one. You don't have any inherent respect for your fellow man, and your tiny mind is a little fascist breeding ground because you need a strong Hitlerian authority to enforce every single rule, otherwise you can't tell what's good from what's bad.
So, like, is it fun being you, or is it really scary? I can't tell.
Oh, it's awesome.
Just accepting that you like morally objectionable stuff is pretty awesome when you don't have someone in your ear telling you how morally objectionable it is. And this must be what Nietzsche was talking about. Obviously, if real entities are being harmed by it, then no, don't do that. But otherwise, I just think we probably care a little bit too much.
I don't know, Konata. Some people like some really disgusting stuff.
Yeah, that's right. They probably know that already, too. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad that we're much more critical consumers than we were in the past, but I've seen the places that some of that yaoi you have on your phone goes to. You're better off accepting that you're just another pig.
Shut up!
I like it when people fight each other in really messed up ways to the death and then kiss while they're dying, you know?
Look, everyone has their own limits. If you find something morally objectionable, don't associate with people who do it. I just don't think that obsessively moralizing about the things that you find joy in is a healthy way to live your life.
I swear to God, Konata, if this is just another elaborate setup to try and get me into this weird, sexy talking horse thing that you're into, just stop. I'm gonna be so pissed.
No, this is a more general thing, even though you should read Stallion Prince and the Voluptuous Elf Maiden.